CTM stock is a little known stock that hasn't been covered very much. And I want you guys to take a look at this one, not to potentially buy it or potentially sell it, but to look at why we're identifying it as an investment and why we're trading it. This could be really helpful for those of you that are beginners and wondering how to identify good deals in the stock market. And there's so many different things we look at when identifying good deals, but I wanted to show you part of what's going into this investment so far. We've traded this company consistently, and some of the moves that we've taken advantage of have been 50% swings, as it's a really small market cap. So the swings have been significant. And CTM stock, you can see this trend starting to develop. We're potentially going to be riding it here into the week with this trend continuing. That would be a 45% swing. We're in it a small position, up about 30 or 3,300 shares, and we're up about just $286 profit so far in the trade. Now, we've traded a lot of different stocks this past week. You can see Hood stock up 20%, CTM, and we were in Cooler as well as Nvidia. But the reason we're looking at CTM, I don't know if you guys realize CTM stock has not had the same type of hype. And before I get into it, I keep getting this funny thing where people are like, Will, you're not using the right Castellum Inc. Logo in your thumbnails. And it's funny because like this logo right here is this isn't even the right logo. It's just like something pulled from Google. If you look at Castellum Inc. and you actually go to Castellum Inc., their actual website, you go to Castellum here, you'll notice their logo is actually this logo. But there's another company called Castellum, and Google's getting mixed up or something. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But here's a look at the financials. So when we look at the revenue, 10 million a quarter, 11 million a quarter, and then you take a look at the overview, market cap's just at 85 million. So they're making about $40 million in revenue. Their market cap's just at 85 million, which indicates that they could be undervalued. Now, that's part of the reason why we invest in them, and also because of their contracts that they are recently securing. They just secured a $100 million contract that will add about $5 million in revenue per quarter, which could give them a nice boost for next quarter. And they're in an industry of security, defense, working with the DoD, naval, air warfare, as well as the Department of Defense, the Secretary of Defense for their AI division, as well as their large data management. So when we're looking at the company's overview, and this is why I want you guys to kind of take a moment, take a step back. A lot of times when we look at companies, there's all of these really big articles, like 20 articles a day coming out that say, is this the next big stock? It's going to the moon. Everybody buy this stock before it's too late, or what have you. Like, those are the types of articles that come out. And I just wanted to bring some attention to this stock. We said we haven't seen those hype articles with this company. And that's part of why I like it, because it means that it's not getting artificially inflated. It's becoming a stock that's developing this pattern. It got a little, bit of a big surgence back to $3 or up to $3 from about 10 cents, and then back down to 57 cents back here. But when you look at the market cap, it's so small that that's not actually that big of a fluctuation. It's like, a couple dozen $1 million in volume. It's not crazy. But the reason that I'm identifying this as a potential growth opportunity is the consistent trend, their revenues and their profits kind of making sense, as far as that their market cap could be pretty low right now compared to what it could be. And in comparison and value, intrinsically for a lot of other companies, we have companies that are, $500 million market cap or $1 billion market cap, and they have negative revenue. That's quite common. Of course, you're looking at the industry of AI. There's a lot of buying what could be. But in a world where what could be is everywhere, it is nice to pick a company that's already developing good revenues and some strong contracts. So they have some steady contracts rolling in, and they got that Oasis Plus thing that basically makes them on demand for the government to be awarded contracts that are more consistent. And so that's what we like to see as well. So we'll be watching it closely. This is a move that we have kind of anticipated, and it has played out that way. Now it's looking more bullish. It's not so much overextended. It's kind of in the middle, maybe a little on the overbought side, so maybe we see a slight pullback. But overall, this movement has pushed above the EMA. It's starting to potentially make this run up to $1.60. Now, of course, we could see it sell down. It's possible it retests or something like that, because it has kind of done that in the past, where it's pushed up and pulled down before continuing. But we do see this trend that's starting to develop. And with such a low market cap, it's risky. It's more of, like, let's be honest, it's just above a penny stock. It's at $1.24. So there's risk associated. But when you look at some of the potential growth in the future, I see it as one that we'll be covering more. And the reason we've covered it for the last month or two has been because of some of the values that we hold when we're looking at stocks. So the financials look fairly good. Their contracts and new contracts we see look fairly good. And then also the chart is kind of acting consistent. It is at this previous resistance right here at $1.20, which we've been watching closely, but it has been holding that level basically Thursday and Friday. It just kind of consolidated left to right, holding that level, not selling off. And that could be indication that that previous resistance right here at $1.20 is acting as a support, and we could see it continue up. So we'll be watching it very closely though at market open. And if you guys would like to watch me trade live, it's the second link in the description, which is Stockmate. We go live Monday through Friday. If you'd like to join us there, it's that second link down below. And we got a great sale there for Stockmate. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.